Welcome to my Happy Path online yoga studio. Thank you so much for joining me. My name is Shani Matthews. Let us start out on our bellies. Come down into a supine position and let yourself rest on the left cheek. Rock yourself from side to side until you feel squared and centered on your mat. And then let your eyes drift closed. And start to connect in with that breath as the body relaxes more and more and more into the mat. Starting to let everything drop away and bringing your full awareness and attention to the breath. To that loving and nurturing inhale and exhale, that aspect of yoga that creates immense healing from the inside out. Let yourself connect in deeper with your inhale and your exhale, starting to let the breath lengthen. Bringing that loving 4-2 ratio breath, or maybe a 6-3 ratio breath into effect. Inhaling 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhaling 1, 2, 3, 4. Continuing on, counting to yourself, the counting helping you let go of anything in your mind and letting the mind come to quiet. Take the next few moments to connect in deeper with that beautiful delivery of health through the breath. Turning your head so the right cheek now rests upon the mat. Let the eyes come again to close. As you deepen that relationship with your inhale and exhale, you allow the parasympathetic nervous system to come into play, helping you heal from stress, from worry, from the busyness of life. Today's class is dedicated to gratitude. Gratitude is much more positive for us than we may have previously believed. Scientific research is showing that active awareness of gratitude improves the immune system, lowers the blood pressure, improves sleep, increases positive emotions, and helps create a more compassionate society overall. Not to mention a host of other things as well. Creating a connection with all that we are grateful for can be deepened by interlacing it with the breath and the movement of the body. By combining the positive thought process that is associated with being grateful with a deep, nurturing breath and kind-hearted movement, you allow a deep healing to take place that can release past pain, trauma, and hurt. This lets us connect in a quicker way with our happiest, healthiest self. Take a moment now to connect in with 3 things that you are grateful for. They can be small aspects of life or giant. Connect in with that which inspires appreciation from within. Breathing into that place of gratitude now for the next few rounds of breath. On the inhale, let the hands come under the shoulders and press against the hands to come into child's pose. Keep the knees together and allow the arms to stay energized, helping the shoulders to roll down the back. Relax the head. Inhaling into the child's pose. Exhale, let the hands go, wrapping the hands around you, interlacing the fingers. Extend those fingers towards the wall behind you. And then exhale, roll on top of the head. Inhaling, letting the hands drop towards the floor. Feeling how this connection of the top of the head to the mat helps ground you. Taking a moment to release any negativity, any worry, any stress that may be affecting you. And then reconnecting in with that gratitude. One more breath here. Exhale, come on down. Inhale, rise onto the heels, keeping those fingers interlaced. Pull the shoulders down towards the ground as you look up towards the sky. Inhale, rolling forward, coming into rabbit pose. Top of the head to the mat, hands rising towards the sky or towards the floor. Maybe this time letting the heels and the ankles come off the mat, crossing the ankles. On the exhale, coming back, sitting on the heels and pulling the hands towards the mat. Letting the heart rise towards the sky. 3 more times. On the exhale, coming onto the heels. On the inhale, rolling forward with kindness, letting any worries, concerns, stress, strain, or sadness flow out of the head and into the ground. Feeling yourself back on up with gratitude. On the exhale, come on up. One more time. On the exhale, come on up. Feel those hands pulling towards the earth, looking up towards the sky. Exhale, let your hands go. Placing the hands on your lap, take a moment to feel into your shifts. Pulling the head into alignment with the cervical spine by pulling the jaw in just a little bit, not too much. Just a small amount to engage your head on top of the axis. Inhale, come down with the chin towards the chest. On the inhale, let the neck rotate so that the chin slides towards the right shoulder. Feeling a release on that left side of the neck. On the inhale, let that chin rotate on over towards the left side. Feeling that opening up in the cervical spine. And then coming back to center. Inhale, bring the chin back to center. Once again, engaging that jaw by bringing the chin back, then looking up towards the sky. Stretching the front of the neck. And then bringing the head back to center. Inhale, coming onto all fours. Stacking the hands under the shoulders. Hips on top of the knees. Inhale the right hand towards the sky. Exhale, letting that right hand slide on through, threading the needle. Creating a slight twist. Coming onto the right cheek. Left hand rises towards the sky. Maybe bending that left elbow and bringing that left hand to the right thigh. Inhale the spine long. Exhale, twisting. 2 more breaths. One more. Exhale, unwinding. Inhale, look up towards the sky. Exhale, bow into yourself. Twice more. Connecting movement with breath. With each inhale, breathing in gratitude. With each exhale, releasing anything that no longer serves you. Let's do one more round of cat-cow, really letting that heart soar forward. Exhale, truly bowing in with gratitude to self. And then coming back to center. Letting the left hand rise on up. Exhale, pulling that left hand through, threading the needle, stacking the hips on top of the knees. Inhaling against that right hand, the fingertips high. Feeling that extension in the spine and then letting the hand rise. Maybe bending that right elbow, bring the right hand around into the left hamstring or quadricep. Closing your eyes and feeling into the shifts that the breath allows to happen as you twist deeper. One more breath here. And exhale, unwinding yourself with loving care. Coming back onto the hands. Inhale, open the heart. Exhale, bowing in. Inhale. And exhale. One more time. And exhale. Coming into a flat back. Tuck your toes and rise on into down dog. Letting that lovely alignment come into place. Fingers spread wide. Shoulders rolling towards the ground. Elbows slightly bent. No hyperextension in the elbows. Shaking out the head. Lengthening the cervical spine. Bending both knees to create even more space for the back of the heart. And then straightening the legs as much as it feels good for you. Inhaling here and exhaling fully and completely, pulling that belly up and in at the end of the exhale. And as you do so, feeling how the feet ground in and the power comes up the hands. Breathe into that cycle of energy that you are creating in down dog for yourself. One more breath here. And then bend both knees and step on up to the hands. Bend both knees and roll on up, one vertebra at a time. Pull the shoulders down towards the mat. Hands reach towards the floor, creating that full connection with mountain pose, the 4 points of the feet, and that grounding sensation that comes from connecting with your breath. Bring the hands to the heart in prayer and take a moment to connect in with 3 more things that you are grateful for. If you're having a hard time being filled with what to be grateful for, start small. Thankful for the hot shower you were able to receive when you climbed out of bed this morning. Thankful for that stove that created a way to cook food for you and nourish your body. Thankful for the heating system that brought warmth to your family and to you. Or maybe just thankful for the breath and the beating of your heart. Connect in with that which creates beauty within by connecting in with appreciation for it. One more breath here. And then exhale, letting the hands go down towards the mat and then rising on the inhale. Really feeling that extension up towards the sky with the hands, but yet at the same time that grounding sensation through the feet. Pull the shoulders down the back, engage the core. Interlace the fingers and lean on over to the right, opening up that left side waist. Keeping the hips level. Inhale, extending your spine longer. Exhale, bowing in a little bit further into that beautiful wave-like, sea-like formation you are creating for yourself. One more breath here. And then exhale, coming back to center, maybe bringing a slight back bend into it. Feeling your heart opening up with gratitude. And then coming back to center. On the exhale, leaning towards the left. Hips level, opening that heart towards the sky. So there's a slight twist here. Feeling the grounding coming up through the feet, maybe pulling those toes off the mat. Getting those arches engaged into the game. Feeling that extension on the inhale, exhale, bowing in a little deeper. Ah, yes, feeling your brilliance. And then on the inhale, come on up. Letting go with the hands, interlacing the fingers behind the back. Open that heart up towards the sky. And then exhale, bowing forward. Bending one knee and then the other. Keeping the weight on the balls of the feet. Let your eyes close. Bring that optional smile to the face. Shake out the head. Breathe in with gratitude to who you are, to where you're at right now in this lifetime, and where you'll be and where you have been. 2 more breaths here. Keeping those legs moving by bending the knees slightly. And then coming back to center. Letting go with the hands, letting the hands with loving care slide down the legs. giving your legs a loving touch. Inhale, pressing against the shins to really feel that extension in the spine as you let the heart float through the collarbones. One more breath here. And then forward fold. Sliding the hands back on up the legs, again with a loving touch. Bring the hands to the hips. Exhale, come on up with a flat back. Inhale, hands rising towards the sky. Exhale, hands to the heart. Inhale, hands to the sky. Forward fold on your exhale. Inhale, rising halfway, maybe the hands on the floor or the shins. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, stepping back into plank. Coming onto the knees if need be. Exhale, all the way to the mat. Inhale, interlacing the hands behind the back. Exhale, let the heart rise. Keeping the feet firmly planted into the mat. Feel the grounding sensation coming through the hips. The neck stays long. Opening that heart. Letting the hands come off the buttocks a little higher. 2 more breaths here. One more. Loving yourself with gratitude. Hands come under the shoulders. Inhale, rising cobra or up dog. Shoulders rounding themselves down towards the mat. Exhale, pushing back against the hands, coming into child's pose. Tucking the toes, rising to down dog. Left foot steps to center, right toes rise with your inhale. Exhale, coiling through, placing that right foot through in between the hands. Taking the time to create the beautiful 4 movements of the lunge. Feeling into the strength of this pose. And taking a moment to reacquaint with those things that you've had gratitude for thus far in class. Connecting your breath with those places in your life that you are filled with appreciation. Connecting in with that place here in lunge by using the breath to deepen your connection. Maybe coming up onto the fingertips to give your heart a little bit more space. 2 more breaths here. And then letting the left hand come down with full fingers, fingers spread wide. Let that right hand rise on up. Creating the twist. Keeping that right hip tucked underneath you. On the exhale, swing that right hand down. Cross it in front of you. Feel it wiping away any negativity, and then let that right hand rise back on up. Sparkling you with golden loving dust, filling your aura, your space with positivity. On the exhale, swinging that hand down. On the inhale, rising. Letting yourself flow with this movement. 3 more breaths here. Feeling the connection with the breath and how it can strengthen your gratitude from within, healing you and increasing the vibrancy within your life. 1 more time. Letting that right hand really shine towards the sky. And then bringing that right hand back on down. Left knee comes to the mat. Inhale, pressing against that left quadricep. And then pressing that forearm into the knee And reaching back with the left hand to open up the groin area, that left psoas. But at the same time, staying connected to the heart. Feeling your brilliance, feeling your love. One more breath here. Exhale, letting that left foot go. Left hand comes down to the mat. Right hand comes on around. Reaching for that left leg. Open up. Reconnecting with that beautiful sense of vibrancy within you. 2 more breaths here. Exhale, letting go with the left foot. Right hand comes to the mat. With control, stepping that right foot back to meet the left. Inhaling in plank, bringing the knees to the mat if you need. Exhale, coming all the way down. Inhale, interlacing the fingers behind the back, opposite grip as last time. This time letting the feet rise with the heart. 3 breaths here. Maybe spreading the toes. Feeling the engagement of the quadriceps and the hamstrings. 1 more breath. Exhale, let the hands come under the shoulders. Inhale, rise, cobra, up dog. Exhale, pushing back into down dog. Inhale, tucking the toes. Exhale, push up into down dog. 3 rounds of breath here in down dog, shaking the head out. Let's give ourselves 1 round of open mouth exhale to let it all go. Inhaling deeply. Stepping the right foot to center, left toes rise on the inhale. Exhale, coiling with the belly, placing that left foot between the hands. Coming into lunge. Feeling into your 4 movements of the lunge, that left hip fully circling underneath you. Knee stacked on top of ankle, heel pressing back to the wall behind you. Feeling your heart expanding through the collarbones. Maybe coming up onto the fingertips. Feeling into your brilliance. And then bringing the right hand down to a flat palm. Inhale that left hand up. Exhale, circling that left hand down in front of you. Releasing anything holding you back. On the inhale, invigorating your space. 4 more times. Connecting in with that brilliance you're creating for yourself. One more time. Holding here, really feeling into that twist, that love within. One more breath here. And then let the left hand come down to the mat. Right knee comes down to the ground as well. Pressing against the left knee with the left forearm. Reaching back with that right hand for the right foot. Inhale into your heart. Exhale, deepening your lunge. Closing the eyes. Maybe bringing that loving gratitude smile to the face. Deepening the connection with your appreciation for self. Coming from a place of kind-hearted compassion for yourself and for all. One more breath here. With kindness, letting go of that right foot. Right hand comes to the mat. Left hand reaches back, grabs that right foot. Creating a twist, maybe bringing that left foot onto the outside of the foot. And feeling that twist and expansion as you breathe into yourself. Beautiful. One more breath here. Exhale, letting it go. Left hand to the mat. Left foot comes on back to match the right in high plank. Inhale and plank. Exhale, chaturanga all the way down. Interlacing the fingers. Expand the heart. Lengthening the neck. Picking the feet off the mat if you like, or leaving the feet grounded into the ground as well. Whichever feels better for your body right now. Lifting the hands off the buttocks. 3 more breaths here. Connecting in with a sparkle that resides within you. 1 more breath. Oh, so beautiful. Well done. Hands under the shoulders. Inhale. Let yourself rise in cobra or up dog. Maybe wiggling the chest from side to side. And then tuck the toes, come into down dog. Left foot steps to center, right foot rises. On the inhale, coil with the belly. And place that right foot down, coming into half pigeon. So the more that right shin is parallel to the front of your mat, the stronger the pose. Take a quick peek behind you, making sure that leg behind you is straight. And then you want to inhale, pressing against the hands to feel your spine lengthen. Feeling that neutrality. If you're having a hard time grounding your hip into the mat, feel free to put a pillow underneath that hip or a rolled up towel or blanket to give you that grounding sensation. Inhaling into that long, tall spine here in half pigeon. Exhale, come on down onto the forearms. If it feels good for you here on the forearms, come all the way down, letting the forehead rest on the mat. Bringing the hands to prayer or palms facing down. Connecting in for 10 rounds of breath here. Couple other options for you if this isn't feeling good for your knee. You can bend this back leg. Bring it around so it's next to the right foot. This will open up the hips and give a lot more room for the knee. And then you turn towards that right knee and fold on down. The other option is coming in to thread the needle on your back. And you would place the right ankle on top of the left knee, pull that left knee towards the belly, placing the hands on the hamstrings or the shin, and opening the hip up that way. But if you can, relaxing deeper into the half pigeon. Connecting in with the gratitude for you and the breath. Let's do 5 more breaths here. Last breath. Inhale. Let the hands come under the shoulders. Straighten the spine. Exhale, letting that left foot come around to seated twist. Inhale that right hand high. Let the right elbow come outside the left knee. Inhale, spine long. Exhale, twisting. You can also bring that palm down to the buttocks if that has enough space in your shoulder to do so. Inhaling that spine a little longer on the inhale. And exhale, twisting a little bit deeper. One more time. And then coming back to center, letting the hands come to the front of your mat, stepping back into down dog. Shaking it out for a moment in down dog. And then bringing the right foot to the center, left toes rise, coiling with the belly, coming down for half pigeon for the left side. Or if that half pigeon isn't there for you, repeating whatever you did for the other side. Inhaling the spine really long. Taking that quick peek to make sure the right leg is long behind you. And then with awareness and care, coming down onto the forearms. And then maybe the forehead, whatever the body says it wants. And relaxing here for 10 to 12 breaths. Connecting in with all that you have to be grateful for in your life. Five more breaths here. And then on your next inhale, letting the hands come underneath the shoulders. Rise on up with a long spine. Letting that right leg come on around. Coming into seated twist, letting the left hand rise high and then bringing that left elbow on the outside of the right knee. Inhale, spine long. Exhale, twist. Inhale, spine a little longer. Exhale, twist a little deeper. One more time. A little deeper in the twist. And then on the inhale, coming back to center. Drawing the knees into the chest. Let yourself come back one vertebra at a time. Hugging the knees into the chest. And then letting the legs straighten up towards the sky. If you have any neck issues or if you're a lady on your menses, please stay here, keeping the feet high towards the sky. Otherwise, we're going to come into 3/4 shoulder stand, which is a little bit easier of a pose than the normal full shoulder stand, especially for the neck. So, with your feet high, on the exhale, let the feet come behind you. And then roll the shoulders underneath you. And then bring the hands to the middle of the back. And then bring the hips on top of the hands, and then the feet high. This keeps a lot of pressure off of the cervical spine. Continue to always look up, never looking side to side. Keeping that connection to the breath. One more breath here. And then letting those feet lower behind you. Interlacing the fingers, letting the hips rise high towards the sky. And then exhale, slowly letting your spine flatten out on the mat, one vertebra at a time. Coming into supine Baddha Konasana and resting here for one moment. Giving the neck a little bit more love. Bring the thumbs underneath the buttocks. Fingers spread wide. Press against the elbows to let the heart rise up for fish pose. The top of the head stays connected to the mat. Inhaling into that heart opening place and reconnecting with gratitude. Maybe lifting the feet off the floor, but staying in connection to what your body needs. One more breath here. Exhale. Let yourself slowly melt back down to the mat. Pulling the knees into the chest. Let the knees rock on over to the right side of the body. Left arm and an L. Create that lovely supine twist to flush any toxins that are ready to go. Anything that's holding you back that's ready to go. With deep gratitude, say thank you for the lessons that you have been taught. You are now ready to be your happiest, healthiest self. Inhale, coming back to center. Exhale, letting the knees drift on over to the left. Feeling that brilliant, brilliant self that resides within you. And then letting yourself once again come back to center. Spreading the knees wide, bottoms of the feet towards the sky, happy baby pose. Rocking back and forth. And when you're ready, coming into Shavasana, letting the feet spread wide. Palms facing up or down. Hands wider than the shoulders. And let an immense sense of relaxation float into every cell of the body. Letting you drop deeply into the most important pose of yoga. Sensing, knowing completely and totally that you are 100% safe, supported, and cherished. Quoting William Arthur Ward, Gratitude can transform common days into Thanksgivings, turn routine jobs into joy, and change ordinary opportunities into blessings. Thank you so much for taking the time to connect in with all that there is to be grateful for, with both within you and throughout life. Connecting deeper with all there is to be grateful for will not only increase joy in your own life, but also those that you touch as well. And love and light to you for the kindness and love that you bring into the world. Om Namah Shivaya. Namaste.